All right, folks. So, as I was talking about the other day, I was talking about the US election, and I believe that Kamala Harris, we have to win. I believe that Kamala Harris, we have to win because that is a necessary evil. Because there are so many lost souls out here, so many brainwashed people, and you cannot convince people, you can only show them. So people have to go through the storm. People have to experience the consequences of their actions. This way, they can make informed decisions in the future. So we're probably going to have to go through a periods of darkness for these people to wake up. And then once they wake up, once they start struggling when Kamala Harris wins, then they're going to start asking for change. And then now the leaders are going to be at the same page, on the same page as the people. Because the people that support Trump, they don't really fight for anything. The ones that are very courageous, the ones that are very active, the activists and everything, most of the time, those are the liberals, the Democrats. They are the loud ones. Even if sometimes, some people say that they are the minority. No matter if they are the minority or the majority, they are the ones that are very active, the ones that are very involved. So once they get mad, they start making noise and everything, then the powers that be are going to hear their voices and changes are going to start to be made. But for now, the conservatives are so complacent, so quiet. They only care about going to work and coming back home, and they don't want to do anything like being out there and making noise. No, they put all of their hopes in the leaders, in a savior. But the liberals, they go hard for what they want. They are the loud minority, but they make it seem like they are the majority because they are very loud. So, Kamala Harris is going to win. Or if she doesn't win, if it's Trump that's winning, they are not going to publish the results of the election on November 5th or November 6th. Because that's just how things have to be done. It's too good to be true for Trump to be elected on November 5th or November 6th. It's too good to be true. If Trump is winning, they're going to pause everything and we're going to have to wait for some months. Maybe even until next year, we never know, until next summer. Because things have to get really, really, really bad, really dark. And then until things get really bad, we will not have any change. So guys, buckle up. It is a necessary evil because people need to make informed decisions. Right now, there are so many manipulation, so many lies around everything. We don't even know when to trust or not trust the media. So people that are voting for the left don't really have the proper information. That's why they are voting like that. But God has given us free will, so He wants people to really know exactly what's happening. This way, people can pick a side. It's going to be okay, you either choose evil or you choose good. And how is that going to happen? They have to experience it, because no matter how much you warn them and you tell them the consequences of what's going to happen, if they make the choices that they want to make, they don't care. No matter how much proof and evidence you show them, they don't care. So they only have to live it and experience it. Then they're going to make a decision. And at that time, there won't be any excuse, because at that time they know it's either good or evil. Yeah. So unfortunately, we're going to have to pay the price of that thing. We're going to be sacrificed because of them. But it is what it is. That's God's plan. So life will get really, really bad. It will get worse. It will get worse than before. Look at this, right? Look at this thing I was talking about. This migrant caravan. There is a new wave of migrants coming to the US. If you look at the border, hold on, there is this thing I saw, yeah. You see all this. These are new migrants coming to the US. They're gonna come. They're coming, they don't care. And they're talking about how they're coming because they believe that if Trump wins, they're not gonna have any more access to the USA. And if Kamala Harris wins, then they're going to have access and they're going to be favored. So they have nothing to lose. It's either they come before Trump closes the border, or they come and when they enter, if Kamala Harris wins, they're going to have a better life here in the US. Yeah, that's what's happening. I mean, yeah, that's what's happening. Like it's like you live in a house of 10 people and then 7 people just come like that unannounced. I mean, you didn't have time to make room for them or something like that. So like you're gonna have to share the resources and the opportunities and the jobs, everything with all those people all at once, just like that. That's gonna create chaos in the economy. Like you can even see how the middle class is affected. There was this girl that I saw on TikTok. She was crying about how because she works Uber Eats, DoorDash, or whatever it is. So she worked that thing, and then she was crying about like how it was this chick right here.
I drive for Uber Eats as my job, and I've just had a really shitty day today. And then I got like a good order that was like $16 for like 25 minutes or something, which is a really good order. That's like 16 minutes within 30 minutes or maybe a little more. So I was like, okay, finally I have a win today. Like today's starting to look up. And then the restaurant is closed and the employee was just so rude about it.
Like she was complaining about how like she spent the whole day, it was too slow. And it's been like this. Like I mean, when I was doing Uber Eats during the pandemic and like 2021, he was busy. Like even 2022, it was good. But like since like I think it was 2022 when the migrants started coming, and then after that, things just went down because it's oversaturated. So like people like students that use gig work as a secondary income and stuff like that, they are affected. Students, people that retire, or people that just want to do the gig work and while working in a business or working on something, and they like the flexibility of gig work. But like now, it's saturation. So like, if you have all these other people coming again, it's going to affect the poor people, the middle class people. I mean, the lower class. But the thing is, despite all of that, right? Look at this. She's still supporting Kamala. Like she's still a liberal, still a Democrat. So like people like this, right? Things have to get really, 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 really bad for them. When things get bad for them, that's the only time that they're gonna wake up. So that's why we have to go through some period of darkness. And then after the darkness, maybe that's gonna wake them up. There was even this other lady right here, she was talking about how she was ordering, she was doing, she ordered some grocery on Walmart, through Walmart. But what happened is the immigrants that was delivering to her stole her items.
Ordered some groceries for delivery from Walmart. Because of my hours of work, I don't feel like going in, and I usually get my groceries delivered, right? So I ordered my groceries to be delivered last night between 7 and 8 o'clock. $130 worth of groceries, right? That's going to last me for the week. Stuff ain't cheap. It's high. I was doing some cleaning in my room, and I was taking out some garbage, and I decided to go downstairs and put some stuff in recycle. So Spirit said, well, just take your phone. And I usually don't take my phone, but last night I did. And I opened it up to the app, and I put it on tracking, right? And I'm tracking the driver delivering my groceries. Usually they have no problem when they say they're leaving the store, it's going to be delivered by a certain time and you get your groceries, right? So I'm opening the phone. I'm standing in the kitchen with my phone open. I'm looking at tracking. And these bastards stopped for a good 3 minutes, right? Now, they accidentally hit the dial button, so they calls me. And I'm listening to some girl that speak English, and the driver don't speak English clearly. And 3 minutes. Now, the store is not that far from me. It's not that far. And I'm listening to them talk. I listen to the dog bark and everything else. But never in my life did I ever consider what would happen after the fact. So the lady pulls up in this nice car. Now, nice SUV, white, brand spanking new, pulls up in it. So I know since they got here, the government has given them some things, We won't take care of the homeless. We won't take care of the veterans. We won't take care of people that's struggling on eviction. The hood housing list is extremely long, but our dumbass mayor will make tents for them to live in, and people here that born and raised is living up on the viaducts and in Tent City. How does that make sense? Get the groceries. She pulls out the water. She pulls out the tea. She pulls out the chips, the peanuts, and the pecans. And she pulls out some soup. And I take the water and she tell me, no, don't take, I got to take a picture. Well, you actually really setting yourself up with taking a picture. So I take the water in anyway. Come back out, she takes the picture. She's like, okay. And she's speaking in Spanish. I tell you, I don't speak no Espanol, English. The language of the land is English. And you need to learn how to speak it. So she takes the picture and I'm looking at my order. I got about 7 things on the porch. Take the order in. I go through my list. They done took 11 items for themselves. Things that's essential to me since I work 11 hours, right? I'm PO. I said, thank you. She says, thank you. Now, if you can't speak English, how can you understand what I'm saying? Thank you. At first, you couldn't speak no English. You spoke all Spanish. I said thank you. You said thank you in return. 11 items, $60 of my money. Y'all shopped and think I'm finna pay you out of my tax dollars, and then I'm gonna pay you out of my Walmart money too for my groceries that I don't receive. So I called the store this morning. The man says, well, we can call the driver and have him bring your groceries. What the hell I look like calling the driver and I want the groceries back that y'all done took? I don't know what the hell y'all done did with them groceries. You think I want them back? No, I don't want them back. I want my money back.
Yeah, basically you get the point, like the new migrants, because they're using some fake account on DoorDash, on Uber Eats, on Walmart. And then, so basically they've saturated the markets, and by using those fake accounts, nobody can really hold them accountable. So they can steal your groceries, they can steal your Uber Eats orders, and nobody's going to track them. And that's what's happening. Like, it's crazy. And then, it's plenty of them, and they are saturating the markets, and people that actually U.S. citizens that want to work and make money and make a living out of it, they're not able to make ends meet anymore because the market is saturated and you don't even know who's coming to your door to deliver your packages and stuff like that. So look at this, for example.
Hey man, look, fuck all that. I don't understand that. Y'all need to keep this shit English.
Ah, sí, para que pase el dinero, pero eso mañana.
Come on now, dog.
Mañana que pagamos.
Come on, man.
Ah, pero coge el otro teléfono.
Bruh.
Where's Jennifer? Hello.
Hello.
Where's Jennifer?
Delivery Walmart.
Where's Jennifer?
Jessica.
Okay, where's Jessica? You're not Jessica. Where's Jessica?
No speak English.
You
I'm sorry.
speak motherfucking English because you just told me that the account said Jessica. Where's Jessica?
Jessica, yes.
Where's she at? You not Jessica. Where's Jessica?
Is Jessica my wife?
Man, stop playing with me. What?
Oh, go get your wife then, because I'm not signing for that. I'm finna call Walmart and report it.
La vice is camera.
You're not Jessica.
Jessica.
You're not Jessica.
No, Jessica, my wife.
I'm not taking it. Return it.
Okay. No, es una casa. Pero tiene que, hay que tocársela para dársela ahí. Sí, porque hay que firmar, bro.
Return the item. I'm not taking it. You're not Jessica.
Espérate. Diga.
Return the item. You're not Jessica. I'm not accepting it.
He's, Jack, por favor, please.
No.
Ay, he's, one moment.
Return the item. I'm not taking it.
No, pero, no, para volver.
Cuando muchachos no le gustan salir, tú se le enseñas y ellos dicen que no. Solamente ahora mismo me tocó este que hicieron el film. Tiene que firmar, señora.
Esto tiene que firmar, sí, pero...
No te abren la puerta.
No,
¿No te abrió?
no.
Ah, pues pucha.
Es devolución. Easy Walmart. I'm sorry.
What? Hello?
Hello,
Yes,
I am
what you want?
Jessica.
No, the fuck you're not Jessica. And I got customer service on the phone. Return the fucking item. And I'm not going to tell you again. Get the fuck off my porch.
Hi.
Get the fuck off my porch. Take it back. I just told the man who delivered it. He not Jessica. Take it the fuck back.
Oye, esa señora dice que yo no soy Jessica.
Yeah, that's what's happening. So like, you got people that you can identify, coming to your door and stuff like that. So now imagine if you have a new wave of people flooding, a country just like that. I mean, it doesn't matter which country it is. If you have a huge amount of people coming just like that unannounced, all at once, that definitely disturbs the economy, disturbs security and many other things. So this is very concerning. Just look at all, this is going to be very, so this is pretty much going to destabilize the US, and this is going to affect the middle class and the lower class. And that's how they're going to start demanding change. But until these things happen, nothing will change, because like those people have to go through a bad time. Like,
I was just about to head out and ship out shirts. I got a couple of pack of shirts here. I got to get out of here.
Walmart corporate had nothing more to add. On your side, I'm Steve Noviello. On the Spark platform, and it appears that an eligible vetted user on the app fraudulently allowed him to make deliveries for them under their account, which has now
Everything you need to hear in this video.
So what happened here? Well, according to a Walmart spokesperson, the driver who hit Elena's car is not an authorized driver on the Spark platform, and it appears that an eligible vetted user on the app fraudulently allowed him to make deliveries for them under their account, which has now been deactivated. But we asked, what about Elena's account of store management recognizing that driver? Remember, she said she saw him when she went to the store to complain. He even shook her hand. Walmart corporate had nothing more to add. On your side, I'm Steve Noviello.
And now you're going to see exactly how this all went down. Because like I said, we ain't even got to say nothing to these people on our YouTube channels all the time saying, no, there's no way illegals. I'm like, we find these scammers all the time.
North Texas for the 4th of July holiday ended up with a 5-digit repair bill after a delivery driver hit her parked car.
So that driver had no insurance, didn't have a driver's license, and the company behind the delivery, the car he was driving, didn't seem to be much help. That is until the woman got Fox 4 on her side.
Here's consumer reporter Steve Noviello.
On a recent visit to this quiet suburban street in Frisco, Elena Hollepeter says it was the kind of sound she instantly recognized.
Screech! And I was praying, like, please don't let that be my car. I know that's my car, but please don't let it be my car.
Take a look at this video she shot minutes after she heard the screech. It was her car, parked on the street and hit by a man making a delivery a few houses down. Here's the order on his phone. It was a delivery from Walmart, but there was a problem.
We realized that this driver did not have registration or driver's license, as well as he was uninsured.
Elena took a photo of his Venezuelan driver's license and his expired registration, and she called Frisco PD. A bilingual officer responded so he could speak with Elena and the Venezuelan driver. They filed this police report.
The police officer said that there wasn't much else they could do to help.
We spoke with Elena via Zoom from her home in Norman, Oklahoma. She told us, according to this body shop estimate, it would take more than $4,000 to get her car fixed. While still in Frisco, she says she headed to the Walmart on Stonebrook at 423 to try and find a solution.
We spoke with one of the managers. She had to call in another manager, and this manager was starting to open up the case until they found out that this driver was a Spark driver. And once they found out that it wasn't a Walmart operated vehicle, they shut everything down.
That in spite of this, she says as she waited in line at customer service, she spotted the man who had hit her car.
The driver came right up to us. He seemed pretty happy. He was like, hey, shook my boyfriend's hand, shook my hand, and then went on his way.
According to a Walmart spokesperson, Spark is Walmart's delivery platform that provides opportunities for independent contractors across the country to make deliveries for Walmart and other merchants. Here's the Walmart copyright and the Walmart logo on the Spark website, driveforspark.walmart.com. In the FAQs, it details all drivers must have a valid social security number, a U.S. driver's license, and insurance. But none of that seemed to matter. According to Elena, she was denied.
It wasn't even a Walmart car. Shut it down.
Elena says she persisted and contacted Walmart corporate claims, but tells us she didn't get very far.
They did not offer case number. The first person that we had spoken with said that we're going to expect to hear a call from Walmart claims services within 48 hours.
48 hours came and went. Nothing. So she called again.
They couldn't find the order number. They couldn't find the name of the person who got the delivery. They couldn't find my name or his email or even the location of Frisco.
She detailed the crash incident again to Walmart and then to Spark directly, who told her,
we're going to review this with my team, but I can't make any promises to you that we're going to give you compensation for this.
That's when she got one final piece of advice.
My boyfriend's father watches you and your channel a lot, so he knew to reach out to you saying, Save Me Steve is this guy that speaks and advocates for people that are getting screwed over by massive companies like this.
Armed with all of the information Elena had gathered, those photos, her accident scene video, the police report and estimate for repairs, we contacted Walmart corporate PR. Less than 24 hours later, Elena had a settlement offer in hand. Full payment for all damages.
This is what these illegals are out there doing. They're buying and selling accounts, wrecking into American people's cars, leaving us hanging. Had the news not gotten in contact with Walmart, this lady was doing everything in her power. Her and her boyfriend was doing everything in their power. If the news would not have gotten this story, these people had a busted up car and some illegal who ain't even supposed to be on the app, renting apps off of somebody else, buying an app off somebody, and he's gonna go off in the sunlight. And for people to sit here and say, oh no, it's totally okay for Uber, Lyft, Spark, DoorDash, all of y'all to know what's going on your apps and to do Americans like this, not even to look out for these Americans. To sit up there and go, no, it's totally cool, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna make a lot of corporate profits. Meantime, people are stuck there fending for themselves in these streets against people who don't even have identification or accounts. The police can't do nothing with a Venezuelan driver's license. Dude he don't even have an American driver's license. He's got a Venezuelan driver's license. Cops is like, what are we gonna do with this? We don't have a way to check this background. What are you doing? Cops walk away from it. If the news would not have gotten in touch with these people, man, they be screwed right now. And you think this is the only time it's happened? They've got them doing Uber rides with passengers in the car.
Wow.
They ain't just driving around with hot dogs and shit. These is Uber rides. These people out here wrecking cars on Lyft. They're out here doing Empower rides. They're just buying accounts off of people saying, I'll drive, I'll make some money. And in the end, Americans are left to struggle, left to suffer because these apps aren't picking up the pieces correctly and vetting everybody on their apps, making sure the driver on that app is the driver that should have that. They don't care. All they want is the money. All they want is the profits. They don't care about the fallout. And this lady was going to have to deal with it had she not gotten contact with the news.
Yeah, guys, you hear that? Yeah, so many crazy things happening. So like this is affecting a lot of people, affecting the economy, affecting the safety of people. This is a whole different story, guys. These things have to change. Otherwise, yeah, they're going to be bloodshed. Like life is going to get really, really, really bad. I mean, like when you have, like if you go to your city, if you go to any city, you're going to see them camping in front of restaurants, in front of Walmarts. They're taking over everything. They're taking over everything. This is a guy that actually is filming how they be camping in front of Walmarts and stuff like that. Look.
Let's go medium.
They be using multiple phones.
Boom. Yeah, no, we gotta get an intro.
Using some bots, some robots, some artificial intelligence to steal orders from others or to get the best offers. It's just a whole mess. It's affecting the economy. It's affecting the middle class. You know.
Oh my gosh, this is crazy.
Look,
I don't like this guy right here. I don't like this guy.
Yeah, you get the point. You get the point, guys.
I mean, I guess technically it is in a parking spot, so.
Yeah. Like if you live in any city, you're going to see them. They be camping in front of restaurants with those scooters. They be camping in front of Walmart. So, I mean, I have no problem with people trying to get their money and everything, but things got to be regulated. And also the safety and the safety of people got to be enforced. All right, guys, and things gotta be organized and everything. This is what's happening. All right, so yeah, this is my conclusion on this topic, is that the US election is not gonna turn out how you guys expect it to be. There's probably gonna be some chaos. Trump is not gonna win. If Trump wins, they're gonna stop the election and they're gonna move it, like they're gonna postpone it for many, many months to come. Or they might just let Kamala Harris win. And then people are going to struggle. And they're going to ask for a change. Look at this lady that was complaining about the new migrants stealing her grocery. Despite all that, she still is supporting liberals, Democrats. Look, Project 2025, all these things, women's rights, abortion. Yeah, she still is a liberal. So like, the only thing that's going to wake these people up is if they go through dark times. Only dark times is going to wake these people up. All right, guys, this is it with this section. Now let's talk about Bronny James. A little parenthesis over here. Bronny James finally got his first buckets of the NBA in Cleveland. Look at this. Bronny James.
I love to watch him play.
James, guarded by Tyson, steps back, and Bronny James has his first points in the NBA.
Let's go, Bronny.
Points in the NBA. He now needs only 40,578 to catch his father.
He's got a little work to do.
He's getting his confidence, man. Yeah, like once Bronny James gets his confidence, it's over. It's a wrap. Because I really believe in him. I'm cheering for him. I support him. I think he has talent. He just needs to get some confidence and to get warmed up and to get used to the environment. But once he gets it, it's a wrap. He's going to be a beast. He's going to be a good NBA player. I mean, he might not be like LeBron James, but he's going to be a really good player. So I believe in Bronny James, man. I believe in Bronny James. Yeah, okay, so let's get back to this Donald Trump situation. Okay, Trump said that Africa was a shithole. I'm actually glad he said it, honestly. Me being African, I'm glad he said it because people don't want to fight, don't want to do anything to fight for their lands and everything. So people are sleeping. And the few people that are fighting for their rights are being buried under the sun. So I'm glad that Donald Trump shed some light about how trash, how unorganized Africa is, because this is actually shaming these corrupt African leaders. like someone like Trump saying that has so much weight on those people, so much effect, because now they have to prove that Trump is wrong, and they can't prove it. So like they have to do something if they really care about their people, or if they they feel embarrassed about what Trump has said, if they feel offended by what Trump has said, then do something about it. So I'm glad that he said it, because actually Africa is bad. That's why you see all these Africans trying to leave Africa to go to Europe, to go to the USA, because Africa is unorganized. There is no structure, there is no infrastructure, there is corruption everywhere. There is no waste management. The environment is dirty. There is no sanity. People are living in bad condition. In bad conditions. There is only that not even 10%, a 1% oligarchy that's living well, while the whole population lives like they were back in 500 years ago. So yeah, I'm glad that Trump said it. And then now it's up to these African leaders to prove themselves. And all the Africans that feel offended about what Trump says, prove that Trump is wrong. Prove, because to me, I don't think he's wrong. I think he said the right thing. I think he said the truth. He told the truth. Africa is a shithole. Like there's no organization. So if you feel offended about what he says, prove him wrong then. Come and show us. Show us how Africa is good, or at least like step up and then starts join the fight and starts holding these leaders accountable. Because what I'm noticing is that a lot of Africans, I mean, I'm African myself too, but like a lot of Africans, they're not fighting for, like we're not fighting for our lands. The few of us that speak up, we get ignored. So yeah, they just want to go to Europe, go to the USA, like get a job, have babies, have a family, live well, buy expensive stuff, buy a house, and then that's it. It's like life has no purpose for them, Like life has no purpose. They just want to live life normally, like normies, and then die like that. Instead of trying to provide a better future, like to fight for our people back home, so that people don't have to leave their lands to go to Europe and to go to the USA, to America every time. But no. They don't care about that. It's only like selfish, only individualism in Africa. Even the Africans, okay, just tell me why. Think about it. The Africans in the USA, for example, Africa has been going through so many bad things for years and years and years. Do you see Africans organizing and do something about it? No. But look at the Palestinians. The Palestinians, something happens to their lands. You see how all these students have been organizing, from the young to the old ones. They're organizing every day, every month. They're doing something. They're fighting for their lands. They're making noise. And that's why you see people from different ethnicities joining their fights and helping them and marching with them. But Africans, the ones that comes to the US, that go to Europe, they're just scared of everything. They don't stand up for anything. They just want to go to work and come back like good slaves, Go to work and come back home, and that's it. That's what I've noticed. And when you talk to them about politics, they're like, oh man, do not worry about politics. No, don't worry about, we don't talk about politics. Just stay away from politics. I'm like, why should we stay away from politics? Politics is affecting our lives. It's affecting how bad Africa is right now. But you guys don't want to do anything. They just want to live life normally, go to work, come back home, eat, and that's it. Yeah, that's why nobody respects Africans. But look at the Palestinians, the students. The Palestinians, something happens to their land. You see the young ones and the old ones, they are organizing every month. In every universities, they are over there, they're making noise, they are fighting for their rights, for their lands. Yeah, the Sahel is fighting for the lands, but that's like just the Sahel, just like 2 or 3 countries out of many countries. And the Sahel is fighting because the president fighting. The president fighting. But if today the president dies, it's over. They're gonna go back to their houses, and they're not gonna do anything anymore. Just like what happened when Thomas Sankara died, when Lumumba died. After they die, the fight dies. Like nobody fights anymore. So the Sahel, yeah, I mean, they got like those political leaders, but apart from those 3 countries, the rest of the continent is in bad conditions and nobody is doing anything. I don't get it. And what about the Africans that are here in the US? Okay, the Sahel is fighting, right? So the Africans that are in the US and in Europe, what are they doing to at least like to support the Sahel? Are they making noise? Are they bringing awareness to what the Sahel is going through? No. Because what they should have been doing is backing up those leaders from here, like making noise, like going to marching every weekend, march to the UN headquarters, march to the US, like make noise, like put a campaign on social media, bring awareness. But they're not doing that. They're just sitting down, just watching YouTube videos. Oh, look at what Ibrahim Traore did. No, it doesn't work like that. Look at the Palestinians. The Palestinians, they are like they don't have a political leader that's fighting for them back home. But in the US already, in Europe, all around the world, they're marching, they're making noise, they're bringing awareness to what's happening to their lands, and people are joining the fight with them. So now imagine if they had political leaders that are fighting for them back home like that, like the Sahel political leaders. Just imagine if they had that, plus what they're doing in the US and in Europe. That would have been a whole different story. But Africa, the Sahel is doing something, but where are the Africans in the US, in Europe? They're home, they're eating, they're watching TV, they're going to work, and they're going to sleep. That's it. And they're making babies. That's it. Nothing is happening. Ibrahim Traore has been, like, there are so many propaganda against him in the media. Africans, where are they? Nowhere to be seen. They have been trying to overthrow him, to kill Ibrahim Traore. Where are Africans? Nowhere to be seen. Things are happening in Nigeria, in Congo, in South Africa, in Ghana, in Senegal, in many countries. Things are happening. Where are the Africans? Quiet, nowhere to be seen. So sometimes when the FBA say that Africans don't fight, I mean, now I'm starting to see what they're talking about. Yeah, that's what it is. All right, okay, let me move to another topic over here. PPP frauds. This is going to be a whole can of worm. PPP frauds. So many people that took those PPP loans during the pandemic in 2020 and 2021, they are in trouble. I don't know what to say, but bad things, bad days are coming. Are coming for them. This is scary. This is scary. Yeah, because like some people were doing some scammy things or some shady stuff. They took some big loan and they said that they had a business and stuff like that, and then boom, they got away with it for a couple of years. But now
that's simple.
They're about to go. Yeah, like listen to this one right here. This is crazy. Hold on.
Yes. Please hit the like button. Please subscribe to the channel. Today we have a sponsor, Patriot Gold, and I will talk about them in a bit. But first things first, guys, the arrest warrants for people that committed PPP fraud are out there. It is going off gangbusters, and it is happening. Now, remember during COVID when we first got locked in our houses and they gave these fantastic ideas? Let's give everybody money. Well, the problem with that is PPP loans or payroll protection program loans. And I know a tremendous amount about this because this is how this channel was started. And what I mean by that is people needed help during this time. I would facilitate with my relationship with the Small Business Administration, the SBA, for people to get these loans. The other one was the Economic Injury Disaster Loan, EIDL. Now, the thing about this...
Okay, you get the point, guys. Basically, it's talking about people that took PPP loans. Some of them were not entitled to it, but they still took it. So what's going to happen now? They're getting in trouble. There are some arrest warrants for some people, but like there are also some people that don't have arrest warrants, but the government is actually making some new list. So all those people are going to get identified and they're not going to get away with it. This is scary, guys. Be careful out there. But yeah, I mean, there are some videos, some people on TikTok talking about how they have been told to turn themselves in because of PPP loans and stuff like that. This is crazy, guys. Anyways, guys, thank you for watching the show. Please don't forget to like this comment, to subscribe to this channel, not to like this video, to subscribe to this channel, and to comment below. At the same time, too, guys, be careful out there. Don't get surprised when Trump loses the election. You know, it's necessary. I mean, I wish that I'm wrong. If I'm wrong, I'm going to celebrate, but I think he's going to lose. I think Kamala Harris is going to win. Or if Trump is winning, they're going to pause the election and we're not going to get any results for months because there are some cleaning that needs to be done and there are some people. The people that you see in the front, like Joe Biden, Kamala Harris, all these people, they're just front runners, but there are some people behind them that call the shots. And those people have to be identified. So this is going to be a long process. All right, guys.